This video explains how to calculate the variance of a NumPy array using the var function of the NumPy library. So without too much talk, let's dive into the Python code. As a first step, we need to import the NumPy library, as you can see in the first line of code. And then we also need to create an example array, as you can see in the second code box. So after running these lines of code, a new array called myArray is created, and this array contains 3 rows and 5 different columns. Now let's assume that we want to calculate the variance of this entire array. Then we can apply the var function, as you can see in the third code box. So in this function we are specifying the name of our array object. So in this case our array is called myArray. So below this code you can see that the variance of the entire array is equal to 5.466. Now we can also calculate the variance of the array columns, as you can see in the next line of code. So in this case, I'm specifying the access argument to be equal to 0 to tell Python that I want to calculate the variance by columns. So if you run this line of code, a new output is created, and this output shows a separate value for each of the columns in our array. So in this case, you can see 5 different values, and each of these values corresponds to one of the columns. We can also calculate the variance by rows of an array, as you can see in the last example of this tutorial. So in this case, I'm using the access argument once again, but this time I'm specifying this argument to be equal to 1 to tell the var function that I want to calculate the variance by rows. So after running this line of code, another output is created, which is showing a variance value for each of the rows in our array. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage, statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video, so you can find it there. If you have liked this video, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.